Hey, it's Christina with Tinagirl Travels. Keith and I spent a couple of days in Montreal, Quebec, and we had some amazing restaurant experiences as well as some kind of street food experiences that we're going to share with you. They're places you just can't miss if you're visiting Montreal. All right, let's get right into this. I'm going to start with the sweet stuff first, Beaver Tails. You can get these across Canada, and it's funny, we don't tend to buy them in our own city, but when we're clear across the country, we need to have at least one. They are a lovely artisanal, hand-stretched whole wheat pastry, served hot with all kinds of toppings. We love the maple topping. It's very Canadian, and it's so good. This next place is the bomb. It's called Chocolats Favaris, which translates to favorite chocolates. I can't even tell you how good this place was. So, you know Dairy Queen dipped cones and how they're super chintzy with the dipped chocolate part? Well, this place was the exact opposite. The ice cream was so good. The chocolate they dip it in is extraordinary. You have maybe 12 or 14 choices of dips, and then you can get all kinds of toppings on top of the dips. They had a gift shop where you could actually bring some of the dips home. It was just unreal. We literally couldn't get enough of these and pretty much had one every day. So it's one of those places I would actually buy a plane ticket to Montreal or Quebec City just to get a dip cone from this place. It was so good. Watch her dip my cone in the dark chocolate. See how she like covers the actual cone part so it's not dripping out of the bottom? And that chocolate is so thick and so delicious. It's like literally like a melted chocolate bar on your cone. Yum. Okay, moving on. This next place I'm going to bring you to is located under the Bon Secours Market, which is that building right there. You can't miss it. It's right across from the old pier in Montreal. I'm actually videoing this from the top of the Ferris wheel, and I have a video on that I'll link to the end. This is the little street that's right behind that building. And as we pan around here, you can see the little green awnings, and it's the first one right here. This place actually had just opened up. So they had their little paper sign, baguettes and chocolate croissants cafe, and we went downstairs. We ordered one of those with chocolate inside. Oh my goodness, so good. And they also served wine and beers there. They also had lattes and tea. They made sandwiches, and yeah, the smell of this place was unbelievably good. Okay, as we snack on this gorgeous croissant, I'm going to move on to the next thing you need to eat in Montreal. Now we're switching gears completely and we're talking about savory here. It's poutine. It's practically its own food group. They serve it on food trucks, they serve it in fine restaurants, and that's where I had my poutine. French fries, gravy, and cheese curds is the classic. You'll find other places have branched out with other toppings, but this is the classic. It's a must try in Montreal. This next place was so cool. It's called Slice and Soda. It's located in Old Montreal. The decor in the restaurant was so fun and funky. This is the type of pizza place where they flip the dough in the air. The pizzas are huge, the slices are delicious, and you will not leave hungry. There are 6 locations throughout Montreal. They're open from around 11 in the morning for lunch and stay open late till 10 or 11, 7 days a week. So while we were in Montreal, Keith and I took a 4-hour bike tour of the neighborhoods of Montreal, and one of the stops we made along the way was to a bagel factory. So a Montreal bagel is smaller, it's thinner, sweeter, and denser than a New York style bagel. It has a larger hole and it's always baked in a wood fire oven. So grab some cream cheese, you will not regret it. They are absolutely delicious. Montreal is famous for its smoked meat sandwiches. You can get them from food trucks, but probably the best places around are the delis, some of which have been around since the 1920s. I have a rule. If there's a lineup in front of a restaurant, get in the line. This was one of those places. We had walked by it the night before and the place was just packed. There was a long line out front along the street waiting to get in. This place is called La Catrina Tacos and Cocktails. I'll show you on the map where it's located. This is where the big Ferris wheel is located, so it's not far. Just walk down Rue de la Commune East, which is the main road running in front of the pier. King Edward Quay is right across the road basically, and a waterway called the Basin is directly across from the restaurant. This was probably my favorite dining experience in Montreal. The food was just fabulous and fresh. I had the fish taco, and honestly, I don't remember what Keith had, but they were really, really good. La Katrina is famous for their guacamole, and they make it right in front of you at your table. And that's what our server is doing right here. They serve it with house-made tortilla chips, and seriously, it was so good. I would absolutely go back here again and again. So next time I'm in Montreal, I will be going back here. Montreal is a beautiful city. I highly recommend staying right in the heart of the city, either in Old Town or just outside of Old Town. We stayed at the DoubleTree right downtown and just walked to Old Montreal each day. We walked through Chinatown, which was also a really vibrant part of the city. Montreal's Chinatown dates back to the 1860s. There are loads of traditional shops and restaurants, as well as newer, more modern places to eat here. You can get some great food here, from bubble tea to dumplings, and then in the evening, this place was really hopping. Like I said earlier in the video, Keith and I did a cycling tour of the neighborhoods of Montreal. It was the highlight of our time in the city. We gained so much understanding of the architecture and the history of the second largest city in Canada. We got to use e-bikes for the first time, which made taking the hills super easy. I have a very fun video coming up on that tour as well. Our drinks have arrived and our guacamole is ready. I have to say, it was really an awesome guacamole. I'll have to watch that part of the video again and see if I can figure out his recipe. So everything at La Katrina was super fresh and tasty, and as you can see, we practically licked the bowl clean. And for dessert, we had a churro with a very, very delicious dip. Something that I just loved was the dining culture of this city. These yellow tables invite you to take your place at the table. It's one of the 5 initiatives for the exterior development of public spaces in the city of Montreal. The table itself is 100 meters long. That's 300 feet for my American friends. It weaves through the trees. There are high bar top standing areas as well as chairs to sit on. There are 22 restaurants located nearby that you can just go pick up a meal and share it at the table with your friends, your family, maybe even make new friends. I'm going to add a link below so you can find this area and join the experience. Hey, thanks so much for watching Tinagirl Travels today. Let me know in the description below if you tried any of the restaurants that I suggested. I want to know what you had and if you liked it as much as we did. The other thing, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. I've got tons and tons coming up. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time on Tinagirl Travels.